Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you what I believe is the best design for Bishop as a playable character in Marvel Rivals. If you don't know, this game has been out for, I think, officially 2 weeks now. Today's Thursday, so officially 2 weeks now. There's a whole bunch of characters in the game already, a whole bunch of characters that are already leaked, and a bunch of characters that the community will like to see. If you haven't seen it already, I did make a video of a list of characters, and also that's not even all the characters that I want. But this is a series where I'm designing a character. I'm no game designer. I'm no writer. I'm none of that. Just having some creative fun. But Bishop, I'm going to go over everything for all the characters in the series, from the class, the abilities that they should have, the passive they should have, and even throw in some skins that I think that needs to be added to the game for such character. So before I get into it, I'm going to give a quick backstory of Bishop. All of this information I got from Marvel's official website, marvel.com. And then some things that I already know about Bishop, because X-Men is some of my favorites. Is my favorite thing of Marvel, second favorite after Fantastic Four, but a lot of my favorite characters come from the X-Men. So, quick backstory, quick synopsis. So Bishop is from the future. If you don't know, he's a time traveler, and he travels back in time to join the X-Men. Bishop's abilities, Bishop can absorb energy, and he can he can also direct that energy in a sort of a projectile type coming from his body, and he also uses it to charges his guns as well. He can also absorb his energy and conserve it into his body, so he can increase his strength and recuperative abilities, meaning he can also heal himself from any absorbed energy. And also, if he stores up enough, it causes him to be invulnerable. So if you don't know, Bishop is a super powerful character. Okay, so let's get into what I've designed. So Bishop is going to be a 4-star character, and I know, like I said, he absorbs energy and can use it as projectile. So you might think DPS, you might think duelist. There's too many duelists in this game. I'm not making him a duelist, so I decided to go a bit of a more unique route and make Bishop a vanguard, make him a tank for Marvel Rivals. So with that being said, he's going to have 650 HP, but the twist that I'm doing with Bishop is to play on his absorption. Oh, and I'm sorry, before I get into this, the one way to kill Bishop is that he's absorbing too much energy and can't release it, so he explodes. That's one way you can kill Bishop. So I'm playing into that with his character. So 650 HP, but he's going to start at 0 HP, and the more damage he takes, the more damage that he's afflicted with, his bar goes up to, so he can take up to 650 HP. Once you pass that 650, of course, then you die. Similar if you have 650 and you go to 0, is just playing on to who Bishop really is, playing on to his lore. So his primary fire, I'm going to give him 2 guns, kind of like how Punisher is in the game, except he doesn't have a shotgun, he's going to have a pistol. So you're going to have, primary is going to be a rifle gun, and the secondary is going to be a backup pistol. Bishop is known for having multiple weapons, snipers, rifles, pistols, different things, and like I said, he uses them, they're regular guns from the future, but he also uses it to charge up from any energy that he's taking. Okay, so get into his abilities. This is where abilities are going to be huge. Why I'm making him a 4-star? Because all of his ability, well, first let me get through his passive, because the passive goes into his abilities. His passive, I'm naming energy absorption. Not creative, like I said, I'm not a game designer, but basically all the the damage that he's afflicted with, he can use that to heal himself through his abilities. Now let me explain what I mean by that. So 3 abilities. Every character has 3 abilities. His first ability, super standard, is going to be a charge shot. So like I said, he has his primary gun, secondary gun. His first ability After once you have that damage inflicted to you, he's going to use some of that damage. I'm going to say he's going to heal slash use 50 HP. So let's say you've taken 200 HP, you use this ability, you're going to go back down to 150 as in kind of like a healing factor. But also that's going to buff your bullet for one chamber. So let's say, I didn't put this down on top of my head, let's say you get, in your rifle, it's a single fire, let's say you get 8 shots. So you use that charge, you get 4 charge shots. So it buffs the damage for those 4 shots. And then, and it also, since you use that ability, the energy that you've stored up, since you're using it, you're going to heal 50 HP. It's going to be really hard to kill him. That's why I put him in the Vanguard ability. And by charge shot, I just mean, think of Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock has his single fire, and then he also has, you can hold charge, and then he shoots, what is it, like 3 or 4 projectiles all at once to charge as a charge shot. Same exact mechanics as that. You have your pistol, your rifle, you're shooting, or you can charge it up, and then you have you use 4 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4 at once, and then they're also they have buff damage, and then you heal 50 HP. Second ability, if you don't know, Bishop, once he stores up a whole bunch of energy, he can use his energy to change. How I interpret it is change like the density of his body, change the molecular of his body, and causes him to fly as well. But not giving him a full-on flight, like more like a levitation. Think of a storm, the levitation, or I think, is it Magneto? I think Magneto also has it. If you jump off, he can he levitate for a second, kind of like that. So you can get a higher angle and shoot down on folks. With this one though, because it takes more energy to get this one I'm giving 100%, not 100%, 100 HP healing. So if you have taken 300 damage, you use this flight ability, and then you can it'll heal you 100 HP. The last one, density manipulation. This one, slight twist. This one's not going to directly. This one's not going to heal you from any of your health, but for this one, all your incoming damage. Let's say like a Jeff Ult is 7 seconds, so that doesn't seem too broken. Maybe 6 or 7 seconds. All damage that you've taken is going to charge up your ult, make your ult charge faster. And I'll get into the ult here in a second. But so the third ability, density manipulation. Let's say you're fighting for a point. You're a tank, so you got to be in there. You jump in there, and you've taken all these shots is going to make your ultimate charge up pretty fast. So Bishop, with that being said, will be a character that gets his ultimate more than a couple times in a round. And most people in a round on a really good game, I think you can get 2 ultimates off. Bishop will probably be able to get 3 or 4 ultimates off just because of this ability. And because of this, his ultimate isn't going to be the super overpowered thing. So I'll get into the ultimate here real quick. Now, this one is for my X-Men 97 fans. If you remember that scene, I think in episode 3, if I'm not mistaken, when they're fighting the little demons, and Cyclops, he told Cyclops to hit him. Cyclops charged him up, and then he used his hands like a plasma cannon. That's going to be his ultimate. I'm calling it Plasma Blast. This one isn't going to do a crazy amount of damage, just because the main thing for this ability is that you're going to heal 300 HP. Yes, you heard me right. 300 HP. You only have 650, so I'm giving his ultimate. You're healing basically half your life. But because of this, because of his ability and how much health you get for the ultimate, his ultimate does have to charge super slow. So I'm not sure exactly how fast it charges in the base. But let's say if you're not doing any damage or anything, it takes 2 minutes to charge without doing anything. For Bishop, it's going to have to take 4. You're just going to have to double it just to make it not too crazy. but of course it's going to speed up by that ability, and then if you're actually playing the game well, you'll be able to get your ultimate fairly quickly. But yeah, so that's what I think would be a really fun and unique way to add a bishop to this game. Again, not going to generic DPS, he's just charging up his shots and doing all this damage. I do think we need more vanguards, definitely need more strategists in this game. So I went with the vanguard route, playing on his energy absorption, energy manipulation, and energy distribution that Bishop is known for. Bishop is a super powerful character, X-Men character. So with that being said, I'm going to kick it back to you guys now in the comments. Leave in the comments below what you think will be a good team up for Bishop and with who. So with this one, it has to be with a character that's already in the game. So all of our current list that we have, let me know in the comments who you think would be a good team up and what that team up would be and would look like. Again, this is going to be a series that I have a few characters that I've already designed and a few that I'm working on that I'm just having some creative fun with. So as more videos come out, the top 3 unique ideas will get a shout out in the next video. So with this one, whoever comes up with the most creative team up ability and team up partner will get a shout out, and I'll on the next video I'll put your comment here on the screen. But with that being said, if you have not seen my last video where I talked about some characters that I would like, a few people commented characters they would like as well. Continue commenting more characters again, and I will try to make a cool little design and see design for the character in the game. Not saying any of it will ever come true, but I just find things like this really fun and community building. But yeah, let me know who you would like to see me create next. That'll do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.